hello there, welcome back to the channel, peoples. I am out on the pumpkin today, the mighty 690 Enduro, and I got a bit of a rough plan. Not just doing wheelies, I'm actually heading up there. So that's Mount Gentle Annie. I'm taking this bike, hopefully, the plan is anyway. Plan is to get this bike up there, up this track, which I haven't been up for freaking ages, and hopefully it's doable. It's starting to look a bit overgrown already, which ain't a good sign, but I've tried to take the T7, Cappies, hello! I've tried to take the T7 up this track, I think twice, at least once that I can remember anyway. Oh, the cuties. Come on, get off the road. Get off the road. Go down that way. There you go. And been turned around because it's pretty rough. It's more of an enduro bike track. I'm on more of an enduro bike now. I know it's not an enduro bike, but I think that this thing's got the capabilities to get up there. It's definitely going to be slippery as well, because we've had a fair bit of rain, and as you can probably see, it looks like we're going to be getting some more today. Why would you do that to me? Like, that easily goes over the fucking proper ring. Wankers. People, speaking of wankers. Anyway, I've got all day to dick around. There's a couple of options to get through this track up to the top there. Yeah, keen to see if the 690 can prevail where the T7 failed. I'm sure I've mentioned it before in videos already, but yeah, this used to be one of my my favourite loops to do on the little bike. I used to take the WR 250R up here, no worries. And the 500. Yeah, that's a big log down. So we've got a track around. I'd be doing it tough already on the T7 with this stuff, eh? Like, it's slippery, man. And this sort of rocky crossing, like, oh my god. There's a track down that way, or that way. Man, these are overgrown as. I'm going to look this way. I'm seriously doubting my ability to get to where I want to go anyway. There's a lot of like long grass and stuff up along here. You kids might remember I came up with Tex. Tex was on his DRZ. Man, that looks slippery, eh? Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Got the front over. Just back didn't want to follow. Ran out of skill. Oh man, that is so slippery. That's how you do it, Josh. So yeah, the pumpkin, the hoon bike I call it. Definitely the big difference between this bike and the T7 is that throttle. Like, you know, the T7's obviously got a lot more mass, which tames down that throttle, so when you give it the gas, you know, not a lot happens because all that mass has to get moving. With this lightweight little thing, as soon as you touch that throttle, it wants to be somewhere else. And that makes it, you know, makes it the fun bike that it is. Just yeah, very responsive little thumper. One thing about this bike though, man, it's I still need to gain some, oh what the hell, I still need to gain some faith in it, not riding wise, but you know, reliability wise, because it just sounds, the whole bike sounds like it's on the verge of exploding, or you know, that can of rock's just shaking itself apart and seizing up into the cinder block that it already is. You know, in time, if it, you know, if it doesn't break down, you know, I'll gain some faith in it, but for the time being, I'm just like a little bit worried about coming out here on the bloody thing. Anyway guys, doesn't look like anybody's really come through here. Probably like a lot of this all the way up. I didn't even bring my bloody saw. Yeah, I'll go back and try that other fork. Yeah, this is the other fork. Everything is just greasy, especially everything that's wood. Man, it's slipping up there. Yeah, this ain't looking real promising either guys, but I'll go as far as I can. My hopes of having coffee on the big rock up Mount Gentilini are being dashed. Holy dooly. Yeah, believe it or not, I have had the T7 up here, but it was a lot less overgrown and washed out. Sweet. Yeah, definitely definitely was a workout bringing the T7 up here. But you know what, it did it. Not sure I'd be quite so keen bringing it up here in this slippery wet conditions, but in the dry, yeah, no worries. Can't remember how far we got. It's me and Tex, I'm sure of it. But yeah, there is at least one quite gnarly bit up here. Steep, sort of big rocks. So, let's see how we go with that. This thing, like, is so much better with that 14 teeth on the front. Hey, look, I'm hardly using any clutch at all, and it's just tractoring in first gear and low RPMs up this sort of stuff. So yeah, worth it. Oh, sweat, man. Probably should have bought a beer instead of a freaking coffee. Yeah, I'm actually wearing a bloody backpack today, the Camelback hydration pack. It's not too bad. You know, I've really gotten used to not having a backpack while riding. I don't really enjoy having it, like your back sweats. Even though this has got a mesh sort of panel on the bag, it's still, you know, you still sweat more than you would without a bag on your back. There's definitely been someone through here. Logs that have a little bit of grip on them, much easier. Ow. Oh, hello. I think the 690 can get over that. Can I do it though? It's higher than the middle of the wheel. Oi! Damn it. And get the bashy over. Nah. Got him jammed good. I'm not really trying to make excuses or anything, but if that ground wasn't so soft, might not have dug in so quick and would have gotten over. Anyway, I'm still getting to know the bike, so, you know, it's going to take time. See a bit of shit behind the back wheel. Yay! I don't know what the hell just happened, but this whole freaking scenario just broke off. This stupid, it's a cheap shit. Like, it's an actual proper camelback, but I don't know, I think the original hose thing deteriorated with age, so I've got this old cheap one on here. But it works better like this. Like, it's just got a little tap that you pull that out, and then you can suck that water down fast. You don't have to bite on the stupid bite valve and then just close it up again. Even better. Right, enough gas bag, and we've got 50 minutes. 10 o'clock is coffee time. 50 minutes to get to the top of this shit. Let's go. So, you know, in saying that, this bike needs to earn my trust, reliability. To be fair, I haven't had any dramas so far. I've been doing quite a lot of tinkering with it in the shed, and you know, not once has it failed to start. Not once have I seen any oil leaking out of it. I know that KTMs don't actually leak oil, they just sweat horsepower, but so far this one ain't sweating any horsepower, which is good. On the whole, it's been a pleasure to work on the thing. You know, I've done the hidden log. I've re-greased the head stem bearings, all the swing arm and linkage bearings, all the stuff I usually do when I get a bike. You probably might have seen a video where I changed the rear wheel bearings. So yeah, I've done a bit to it. Just regular maintenance stuff. Yeah, this is where the rocky shit starts. Fuck. That's deadly. Look at those fucking Lantanas. No, they've got to go. Come on, D606. I am hopefully going to be putting some golden tyres on this thing soon. Once these things wear out. I will give you one tip. Remind me when we stop for coffee, wherever that ends up being. Don't forget to remind me. Just show you one tip with a 690. Something that you can check if you own one. Definitely should check. Paddling up this shit. Alright. Yeah, this is it. I reckon we can make our way up there. I'm not going to do a pole terrace and just ride the bike up there in one go, but yeah, a bit at a time, I think. Yeah, chew it off. Yeah, this is the worst bit of this whole track, but yeah, I reckon we can do it. Even with a D606, I've let a bit of pressure out. I think it's down to about 19 psi in the back at the moment. Yeah, pretty much tractor up the rest of this. It's just this bit here. Off camber shit really needs to be tackled with a bit of momentum. There is zero traction on this shit. There you go. Finally. What the fuck is this bead doing hanging around my head? Piss off. It needs a front wheel on the ground. Just let it cool down for a bit, I think. Not boiling yet. Honestly guys, like this is it's nothing really. I mean, it's a bit steep and slippery and rocky and shit, but I mean, you know, it's just about having that freaking confidence. And when you're by yourself, you know, I'm just picturing myself, you know, when the bike stalls or something and you're on that sort of shit and the bike tumbles to the low side and you're underneath it, and next minute legs are going and EPIRBs are being scrabbled for and activated. The camera never shows this sort of stuff, but yeah, I mean, that's absolutely out of the question for me on the T7. No way would I even try that. Anyway, up is up. Let's go find a coffee spot. Yeah, with any luck I can do the full loop of this track too, guys. I won't have to go back down the way I've come. There's me big rock. There's me coffee spot. Cool, eh? Some of you long time, well, I'm talking long time viewers will remember this rock and remember that Benny rode his WR 450 up onto that thing, and then he had to sort of throw it back off to get it down again. Yeah, back in the good old days. Yeah, I used to ride this track a lot. So this is the big rock. This isn't actually the peak of Mount Gentiloni, but sort of a ridgeline on the way there. I think it's the actual peaks over that way. The old butt crack rock's still there too. Just quickly come over and show you guys that one. Moon rock. Anyway, yeah, thought I'd show you that one before we get up on this other sumbitch. Not sweating that much, just a little bit. Alright, so that thing I was going to mention about the 690. Firstly, any of you guys that have 690s and 701s, does yours leak fuel out the breather when it's on its side, like when you lay the bike over? I mean, I suppose that's what breathers are supposed to do, but that breather that runs down there and then out here, it just pisses fuel. And thought that's great, especially with such a small tank. You know, you got 12 litres, you want to sort of not be spilling it out on the ground. Anyway, the main tip that I wanted to show you guys, if you've got, so I don't know what it looks like when you don't have a rack on here. I assume that that's just, you know, all plastic there and you've got to take that off to get to this bolt here. But if you've got a rack, this B, what is your problem? Yeah, so yeah, I don't know if it's because the rack's on there or what, but okay, so these bolts here go down and they go into a nutset, or so there's a nut embedded in the plastic of the fuel tank. Mine was seized, just these two on this side, so that one there and that one there. Those two I could undo just fine. These two, couldn't get them undone, and eventually you just crank on it and the nut starts spinning in the plastic, and then what the fuck do? You're fucked. So that happened with both of those two. I did manage to fix it. I didn't video it, I didn't even take any photos, but this is one of those things, like I was a bit too, you know, you get a bit panicked when this sort of shit happens, and then you're like, fuck, you know, I'm not going to be able to run a rack on here or anything if I can't fix that. You know, am I going to blow a hole in the fuel tank trying to get the bloody nuts out? So it was a bit of a scary situation, but it worked out in the end just fine. So what I'm saying, guys, is check these. If you don't have some kind of grease, like I'd definitely put some grease on the threads if you can get yours out. If you can't get them out, well, good luck with that. Maybe just leave them, don't even worry about it. But yeah, embedded in the tank on these, they're not actually riv nuts or anything. They are actually quite big dome nuts. Yeah, I can do a video on, I'm not going to redo it obviously, but I can do a video explaining what I did if any of you guys have that trouble and you want to fix it. Mine seems to be holding up pretty well, the dodgy fix that I've done. Anyway, time for a cuppa. Let's see if I can get up on this freaking rock here. Best not to think about it, just run at it. Okay. So close. Get some traction. Oh, alright, we're up. Oh yeah. There ain't even really a view from up here, but still pretty cool being up on a rock. Get a good view of the bike down there. Oh man. Oh, it's a bloody botfly, Georgie. Not a bee. No wonder he's hanging around me. So how many of you 690 owners are out there checking your rear rack bolts? You should be, go check them. If you find something you don't like, don't blame me. I'm just a messenger. Tupper and a nut bar. Living day. Oh yeah. That's the shit, guys. I may be on a smaller bike now, but I haven't lost my adventure riding finesse. It's still like a coffee. Coffee out on the trails, you can't beat it. Right, I'm going to enjoy the serenity up here and recuperate for a little bit. Yeah, from here we'll take that track down this side of the hill and yeah, continue on to Mount Gentilani. At least I know I can get back down the far side of that because I've done that on the T7 before. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been up on this rock. As I said, I could not get the T7 up here, no way. It's nice to have the 690 and be able to revisit a few of the old haunts I used to do on the little bike. Right, see if I can slide down this without breaking my leg. No worries. Alright, coffee done. How good is that, but return to the rock, Christmas Eve 2023. Anyway, we shall continue on, see if we can finish this loop. If we can get all the way around, that will be freaking awesome. So far, enjoying the no lantana. Oh yeah, this is where it starts getting overgrown. You don't know what the hell's in this grass. Rocks, snakes, logs, sticks, certain death pretty much. Oh man, do not like this shit. I fucking see anything in there. One thing having this shitty, slippery, rocky terrain. It's another thing not being able to see the terrain. And like, it's getting steep here, man. I don't know if you guys can tell, but we are going uphill. It's just spinning all the way. Yeah, it's like clay clogging up that rear tyre. Fuck, I'm gonna end up getting bit by a brown snake or something, eh? How much further does it go on like this? Some of you guys will also remember me and MZ and a couple of others trying to get through this. It was a lot more overgrown than this, believe it or not. We were like trying to punch through a solid wall of grass. It looks like it clears up just up there. It's just spinning on wet clay. There we go, there we go. Alright. Oh, let's get some airflow happening. Bike's just sliding everywhere, legit, like. Ridiculous. Alright, second gear. Yeah, look at the mud flicking out of the tyres. Okay, here we are. This is where I've been to on the T7. The peak of Mount Gentilani is just up there. There's no point going up there, there's no view or nothing. I think probably that way would be more fun. At least now I know I can finish this loop as long as, you know, no trees have fallen down across the track recently since I was up here. So yeah, the full Gentilani loop all but done and dusted on the 690. Ew. One more thing about the 690. The exhaust, I've mentioned it before. Why the hell is it on the left? That's stupid. They're obviously on the drugs when they designed this bike, because this thing here too, if you can imagine why that's annoying. This little thing catches every single branch, stick, leaf. You have shit hanging off your bike all the time just because of this stupid fucking setup there. Yeah, there's a bit there already, but usually there's big clumps of shit stuck in there. Anyway, it's a small thing, but you know me, I like to whinge about the small things. Come on, pumpkin, sing to me. It'd be nice if the rear tyre was getting some traction, but oh, that was close. Nearly ate shit then. Yeah, haven't been through this way for a long time either. Someone's been having some fun getting up here. Ugh, bit messy. Turn that engine off, give it a bit of a rest. Oh man, this is loose. Yeah, this will be fun to get up. Oh, thank you, fan. This bike definitely runs a lot hotter than the T7. Now, I thought the T7 had constant fan on issues. This thing, especially in this sort of stuff, runs very warm. I do apologise if you guys don't really care about me comparing the T7 to the 690, but it's something that I keep thinking about. You know, would I bring the T7 here or do that and whatever. The one main thing I miss of the T7 so far is the sound of it. This thing's exhaust note sounds pretty good, even through the camera. I don't mind it, but just the rest of it sounds terrible. Yeah, that ABS definitely seems to stay off with the kill switch. So, what is the fucking point of that dongle? If I remember correctly, this track doesn't actually go anywhere. Okay, now this is a bit creepy. It's like the end of the road. I knew this was a dead end. Nice to see a bit of water flowing, eh? Beautiful. I could just about jump in that, eh? So hot. You know what? That water's pretty cold, but I don't care. I'm pretty hot. Gonna jump in. Look at that though, eh? How could you not go in? But tell you what, there's a freaking plague of botflies around at the moment. I know they're not botflies, but since Georgie started calling them botflies, the Marchies shall forever be known as botflies. Yeah, I've never known them to be this bad, not out here anyway. What a spot, beautiful. If I had a couple of beers and a few less botflies, I'd be pretty happy. Oh, I got him. It'll be fish food now. Oh, so good, guys. Your body temperature was just, overheating. I've got to get my head in there. Oh yeah, and the sun comes out, beautiful. Yeah, I was a little bit bummed to hear yesterday. I think yesterday or the day before was our summer solstice. Fuck off, botfly. Oh, you little... Gee, you fucker. Yeah, summer solstice day, the longest day of the year for us, so from here on out the days start getting shorter and colder. It's a bit of a bummer, but I mean, you know, it's only December, end of December. Still got plenty of warm swimming weather ahead of us, that's for sure. But you know, it's always a bit of a bummer once it's started heading back towards winter again. Oh, this is the perfect wheelie practice hill. Yeah, you don't need to have many revs on this thing to get that wheel up. Especially in second gear. Not that I'm an expert at wheelies, I'm freaking pretty useless at them really, but should be better. Really don't want to flip this bike either, make a hell of a mess of the rear tank and shit. See what I mean though, like about this bike just being a home bike. I can imagine the supermoto version to be a hell of a lot of fun on the road. Oh, big bull, big gnats. Yeah, I was gonna say, guys, if you know, if you're looking, oh, there's a deer, wild deer. Yeah, if you are a bit like me and want to practice your wheelies, get a bit better at them, or if you don't know how to do them at all, definitely a grassy slope like that is the go to learn on, you know. Grassy because if you fall off the back, you loop the bike out, you know, you're not going to hurt yourself as much as if you're on bitumen or dirt. You know, grass is a bit softer. You know, don't be fooled though, if you flip your bike on that grass, you're going to do some damage to your number plate and tail tidy, probably even your rear subframe or fuel tank if you're on a 690. So just be careful, keep your foot over that rear brake, so if it starts going too far back, you can jam that brake on and save it. Easier said than done, eh? Like, there's that way, eh? Oh wow. Fuck yeah. Check that out. That's sick. Bloody botflies. Oh, they're everywhere. Man, they're fucking worse than mosquitoes. Let's see where this little track goes. Oh yeah. You're going down to the creek. I'm not even sure what the temperature is up to today, but be in the 30s. So can we just go down here, straight down here. Through ye old creek. Very cool. A lot of people commented, yeah, on a video where I announced the new bike, the 690. A lot of people, well, a few people saying, oh, it's too heavy for off-road, single track and stuff. But, you know, coming from a T7 or a big adventure bike, this thing feels more than capable off-road and single track and tight shit, everything. If you're coming from a 500 or a 300 two-stroke or something, yeah, I can see how this would feel heavy. I hope one of you is still watching at least. It'll be a bit of a long video, this one. revs up too high, but getting better. So you can say what you want about the 690 being a heavy bike, but I was never confident to ride the T7 up this. Of course, there's no way that this will show the steepness of this, but anyway. That's steep, man, that is steep. Alright, let's get out of here. I find like going down shit like this, like you've got to have an exit plan. Like right now I can't stop, so I've just got to aim the front wheel away from trees and shit. Basically just be able to ride it out. But yeah, this is that big rice paddy where me and Danny brought the he was on his 1090 and I was on the 700, and it was full of water, and we were just bloody ripping through here. Good fun. Look at get behind that. Holy shit. This sort of stuff, man, like you can get bike fit riding a T7, riding adventure riding in skivvies and somewhat gnarly stuff, but nothing quite compares to riding this sort of shit. You really get your bike fit. Even riding it as slow as what I do. A bit deeper than I looked. Alright, this track is a whole lot of fun on the 690, but this is the sort of stuff that I call T7 country. A whole lot of fun riding the big twin through this sort of shit. I was hoping to get the 690 nice and dirty today. I think I may have succeeded in that at least anyway. Because Motorex sent me one of their foam cannons to try out with that Moto Clean Plus. So apparently it makes a really good foam, foams that shit up really good so that it does a better job of cleaning. So yeah, we'll see if I can work out how to use that when I get home. Let's see how good of a job it does on this dirty old bitch. Oy. Yeah, even that's flowing a bit now, that's awesome. Oh! Dog! I was too busy cursing that friggin' stick that flicked up and thumped my kneecap. Holy shit. Oh yeah, here we go. Just spot for a dip. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I've had enough. And I've exercised for today. I'm feeling pretty sore. Yeah, getting back into this sort of riding, it it takes it out of you, that's for sure. But it's good to be out there getting a bit of bike fitness back. Look at that. It's not real deep, but it's clean and clear. I'm not having a crack at anyone, but it always amuses me how many people think that we're going to get chomped on by crocodiles swimming in water like this. Like, I saw a lot of you guys watch, Cape trips, like Cape York, up that way. That's where all the crocs are. So yeah, Down this way, I mean, I have heard of them being found in the Mary River, which, you know, is a bit of a worry. God, those cicadas are loud. Apparently, they are making their way south, but, I mean, the chance of finding a croc in this particular creek or any creek around here, very low, very, very low, unless somebody's caught one and released it into here. Bite flies and snakes, that's all we've got here. Maybe the odd bitey spider, but yeah, it's really nothing to worry about. I've been doing this sort of stuff for a long time and I've never had any worries. I've had a lot of close encounters with snakes, mostly brownies and red-bellied blacks. Thankfully, you know, haven't been bitten yet. Alright, I've cooled off. No lot of you guys wouldn't bother, you know, stripping off to go for a swim. But man, I've got to make the most of it. This is all going to dry up, I reckon, in the next few weeks, and we'll go back to being shitty, dry creeks everywhere. Nothing for it but just to suffer in the heat, so, you know, you've got to make the most of it while we can. Beautiful. Right, so the supporter shout-outs for this week go to KP, or Carl. He's got a Gas EC300, he tells me, and he's thinking about getting an adventure bike. Hopefully he's got himself a real bike and gotten rid of that freaking two-stroke piece of shit. I'm just kidding, man. But yeah, let me know on Patreon or whatever if you've got yourself a adventure bike yet. And the other supporter shout-out for this week, of course, goes to Campbell Roussel, my Kiwi buddy over there, the stunt man who's been in Lord of the Rings and a whole bunch of cool movies. He's a bona fide stuntman, guys, and an actor as well. Check out his channel. I'll show you a quick clip from his bike club skit that he did with, I think it must have been some of his students from his drama class. Bit of a takeoff of Fight Club.
Welcome to Bike Club. Yeah. First rule of Bike Club: do not buy new bikes. No ride-by-wire. No modes. No traction control.
Oh, it's a relief to have that helmet back on, blocking out a bit of that cicada noise, man. It's so loud. Anyway, how cool is that? Don't forget to check out Campbell's channel, guys. Awesome stuff. Yeah, again, big thanks to KP and Cam. You guys awesome. All your supporters are the best. I keep saying it. Blah, blah, blah. But here I am, out doing what I love. And those guys on Patreon make it doable for me. So, you know, I've got to thank them for that. Be mad not to. You know, let's turn this bloody ABS off. Get the hell out of here. Nice, fun day out on the pumpkin. Enjoyed myself. Got some exercise. Going to be sore tomorrow. 690 is definitely in need of a wash. I've been sent the foam cannon beast of a thing from Motorex to use with the Moto Clean Plus. So we whack a bit of that apparently in this jug thing, and then you get this Stuva which screws on the top. Then you've got a couple of adapters that will connect it to, I think this one's for your Karcher pressure washers, and then the other one's for gurneys. Not sure if you can just use it with a normal garden hose or not, but anyway, we've got the Karcher, so see how this goes. It's going to be cool. Apparently it foams up nice. So yeah, with the Moto Clean Plus we mix 300 ml of the good juice with 700 mils of water. So I'll do that first. Okay, so we filled up the bottle thing. I guess this thing goes on the bottom of the nozzle here. Whack it in the juice. Tighten that up. Alright, we've got the Karcher adapter on there already. Apparently the knob on top adjusts the amount of foam that comes out. Alright, so we just take out the standard attachment on the Karcher, and this guy fits straight in. Armed and ready. Let's do it. Alright, hey, as you can see, she's pretty grubby. You know, I've seen a lot worse, but you know, we'll see how the Moto Clean Plus does. yeah. Starting to look a bit like Christmas up in here, white Christmas. Anyway, used about a bit over half, so that'll do. That foam cannon works heaps better than the way I was trying to do it last time, which was putting the soap stuff, the Moto Clean, in the little reservoir in the gurney. Anyway, I think I'm going to grab my jack stand, lift the bike up, and by that time it'll be ready to whack this bit back on and blast it with clean water. Anyway, there you go. She needs a bit of a dry, but yeah, very clean. The old foam cannon works a treat. Check her out, like a rat with a gold tooth. This stuff makes the KTM look pretty damn flash. Just spray that on, wipe it off with the microfiber cloth. And it smells like cherries. I love it. Alright, I'm out of here. Catch us later. Tell you what's the most annoying thing about riding this 690 on the road, not so much the vibrations. Your bloody jersey keeps blowing up. I don't know if the wind, like, I'm showing off my fat fucking gut to everybody. It keeps blowing up, it won't stay down. I need to tuck it in or something. Bullshit. Anyway, catch you later.